Okay, so right now I want to show you how I cut up peppers. I want you to imagine that this pepper is something I grew. Unfortunately it isn't, and it actually looks kind of bad. It'll still taste fine, but imagine this is a pepper you grew. Imagine it as a pepper that I grew. Here's how I deal with bell peppers when I'm cutting them up for, and this is for my shish kebab recipe. So first I cut them in half from the top.
They smell.
Then I just whip out the core like that, any kind of white pith in there. So that half is cleaned out. Here's the other one. So there we go with that. I'll show you one more time with the red pepper. This recipe is good if you use a lot of different colored peppers. I got 2 this time, but it would be nice if I had like an orange one and a yellow one. And later on I'm going to have purple ones, so...
They have purple ones?
This knife is kind of dull.
Do they have blue ones?
They got purple ones, blue ones, I guess.
They're pretty.
So same thing, just tear out the top part.
God, that's a lot of seeds.
Just tear out the top part. And that's how you clean out a pepper. And then, I'll just demonstrate for one. This is shish kebabs. So I cut the top, this knife could be sharper. Now I got 2 pieces, and take this one. I'm also not using my favorite cutting board because that's dirty. So now I've got pieces for the shish kebab, and that's what I'm going to do with all the rest of these. Okay, so here the pork is in the marinade. That top part is just the oil. It's kind of solidified a little bit. Perfectly normal. It smells really wonderful, and I would recommend that you stir this a couple times, at least once, like halfway through the marinating process. Just give it a little stir, and that just makes sure that all these pieces get good and marinated. It smells wonderful. Okay, so the peppers are all cut up. You can do all this work in advance, so when it comes time to make this, it's really simple to put together. You can do it all in advance. You don't have to spend the whole time in the kitchen that way. What I'm going to show you now, I had an onion, cut off the top, cut off the bottom, peeled it, and then I quartered it. And these pieces will make very good for the shish kebabs. And I threw away the small inner part because that's not really that useful for this dish. You could save it if you feel like it. But what I do, you know how the peppers are cut like little sheets like that, whatever you want to call it. Same thing with the onion now. So I'll show you how I put these together, but this is what you want your onion to look like when you're done cutting it up. Alright, so here's what they look like. There's the pork, marinated for 24 hours. There's the onions and peppers. And these are about to go on the grill.